Hey, you've probably heard that vaping is safer than smoking. Maybe you've even thought that for yourself or still do. It doesn't smell as bad, it doesn't leave ashes everywhere, and the ads always make it look clean, cool, and modern. What these ads are not telling you is what it's really doing inside your body. Well, here's the truth. Vaping isn't as harmless as it's presented to us, not even close. And while the main focal point of concern has been on the lungs, other affected areas are going unnoticed. More specifically, one of the biggest things most people don't realize is that vaping can actually damage your DNA. Let me explain what that means and why it matters. Because when something starts damaging your DNA, it's not just about your lungs anymore, it's about how your body repairs itself, how it grows, and how it stays healthy. Our genetic code is essentially who we are, and vaping hits it right at the source. When you vape, you're not just inhaling water vapor, you're breathing in a mix of very harmful chemicals. Things like formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, and heavy metals from heating coils. These aren't just bad for your lungs, they're known genotoxins, which means that they can literally harm the structure of your DNA. Formaldehyde is routinely used in biopsy testing labs for the purpose of inhibiting all cellular activity in the removed patient tissue through cellular denaturation. The denaturation process irreversibly alters the cell's shape by reacting with proteins and nucleic acid, which disrupts their normal structure and function. It forms covalent bonds with amino groups on proteins and bases in DNA and RNA, preventing them from folding correctly and cross-linking them together. Basically, it prevents DNA and RNA from forming the hydrogen bonds they need to maintain their helical structure. Is that something you want inside your body? It's not what I want. DNA is like your body's instruction manual. It tells your cells how to grow, repair, and stay healthy. So when that DNA gets damaged, your cells start to make mistakes. They can age faster, malfunction, or even become cancerous. Studies are showing that teens who vape are already showing biomarkers of DNA damage in their mouth and lung cells. That's not something that might happen someday, it's happening right now in people your age. Now consider this. Your body is still developing up until your mid-20s. Even though you might feel fully grown, your body is still fine-tuning the systems that keep you alive and healthy. Your brain is still wiring itself, building stronger connections that shape your memory, focus, and decision-making capabilities. At the same time, your DNA repair system that fixes tiny bits of damage every single day are still maturing and learning to keep up. When you start adding nicotine and chemical stress from vaping, your body works extra to keep up if it even can. It's like throwing wrenches into a machine that's still being built. The result? Damage that builds up faster, lasts longer, and hits harder than it would in a fully developed adult. And the scariest part, you probably won't even feel it until years later when it's too late. I get it. Vaping feels like no big deal, everyone's doing it, and it's marketed like the sleek, safer alternative to smoking. But that's exactly the trick. Companies know how to make it look cool while keeping you hooked on nicotine, all while solely chasing profits and destroying the health of their consumers. Let's not forget all the cigarette ads from the 1930s to the 50s featuring physician endorsements. More doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarettes was a pretty long-running slogan that went with a whole campaign to reassure the public that smoking was safe, even though the public already suspected that there were health risks involved. Nicotine products have always been designed to be addictive, and the earlier you start, the harder it is to stop. Your body is doing everything it can to keep you healthy. Your DNA is literally repairing itself millions of times a day. And when you vape, you're essentially fighting against that natural genetic protection. So if you care about your health, your future, or even just your ability to breathe, think clearly, and live the life you want to live, don't vape. Not because I'm telling you not to, but because you understand what's actually happening inside of your body and genuinely want to live your best life. Your DNA is you, the blueprint for every cell, every heartbeat, every thought, every memory, every dream you'll chase, and every choice you'll make. It's the instruction manual your body uses to grow, to repair itself, to stay strong, and even to fight off disease. Every puff of a vape is like scribbling over that blueprint, leaving tiny mistakes that your body has to work harder to fix, and sometimes can't fix at all. Over time, those mistakes add up and the damage can last a lifetime. Don't let a vape pen rewrite your story. One set of DNA, one life, one chance. Protect it, keep it clean. Thank you.